We are living through a transformation so vast that most people cannot yet feel its shape. Civilizations rarely recognize their turning points while standing inside them. But one truth is becoming unavoidable. The emergence of artificial intelligence is not merely an innovation, it is an inflection point. It is the beginning of a reconfiguration of human life at every level. For centuries, progress unfolded slowly enough that societies could adapt. Skills passed from one generation to the next. Institutions evolved at a human pace. Even revolutions, industrial, scientific, digital, gave us time to adjust, to argue, to resist. But AI does not move at the speed of culture. It moves at the speed of computation. And that acceleration is beginning to fracture the assumptions that once held our world together. Work, identity, education, intimacy, governance. These pillars of civilization were built on the premise that human beings were the primary agents of thought, labor, and meaning. That premise is dissolving. Machines now write, diagnose, design, compose, negotiate, and increasingly decide. They do not tire. They do not hesitate. They do not ask for dignity. And as they advance, the structures built around human limitation begin to warp. This shift is not merely technological. It will impact all of civilization. When tools become partners, competitors, or replacements, the question is no longer, what can AI do? But what remains distinctly human? The answer is not obvious, and the danger is not that machines will rise against us, but that we will be pressured to replace the painstaking effort of the human being with the ease of the machine. Because the real seduction of AI is not intelligence, it is convenience. Progress rarely hollows us out through force. It does so through ease, through the promise that effort is unnecessary, patience outdated, mastery optional. When thinking becomes optional, understanding erodes. When creation becomes instantaneous, craft dissolves. When intimacy becomes programmable, relationships thin into simulations of comfort. And beneath all of this lies a deeper risk, that a civilization accelerating beyond its own capacity for reflection will lose the ability to govern itself. Technologies that promise efficiency can just as easily enforce compliance. Systems built to assist can just as easily monitor. A society that trades autonomy for convenience may discover too late that it has exchanged freedom for the absence of friction. As Isaac Asimov once warned of our inescapable trajectory, it is change, continuing change, inevitable change, that is the dominant factor in society today. No sensible decision can be made any longer without taking into account not only the world as it is, but the world as it will be. We are entering a world where the boundaries between human and machine will be tested in ways we are not prepared for. The question is not whether AI will reshape civilization. It already is. The question is whether we will meet this transformation with wisdom or drift into it passively, carried by momentum and profit. Together, we approach the doorstep leading into a brave new world. A world where the future of work, craft, education, intimacy, governance, and even the body itself will be rewritten. The task before us is not to resist technology, but to remain human within it, to cultivate the disciplines, the virtues, and the forms of attention that no machine can replace. Because if we do not adapt deliberately, technology will adapt us by default. And the cost of that surrender will not be measured just in efficiency or profit, but in the quiet erosion of the very qualities that make humanity possible.